Hello and welcome back to day 2 of the Collegiate Cup here in Broward County Cricket Stadium in Florida. The first game of the day is between George Washington University and Georgia Tech. Promises to be a really close contest, two evenly matched sides going at it. So we expect nothing but fireworks in this first game of day 2. Just a couple of wides to start off for the bowler. Vansh Kumar taking the new ball. He's been their star player in the Atlantic Championship, and he's crucial to their chances here in the Collegiate Cup as well. That's hit in the air and put down by the fielder at cover. A simple chance, and it's been shelled. Looked to be a slow one from Vansh, completely deceived the batter there. But the fielder puts it down, and a life for the opening batter. Flicked away into the leg side, and they'll come back for 2. Georgia Tech winning the toss and choosing to bat first. We saw 5 of the 6 games yesterday won by the team batting first, so a pretty obvious decision at the toss. You bat first, put good runs on the board, and you have a great chance at winning the game. That's what the past results have shown us. And Georgia Tech, they beat ASU, putting up 120 on the board, so they'd be looking to repeat a similar performance with the bat here today. And Georgia Tech played 3 games, just won the 1. Oh, that's up in the air. Is this a chance? Yes, and taken by the keeper. And Vansh strikes straight away. And he celebrates like it means everything to him. The first one falls for Georgia Tech, and it's that man Vansh Kumar yet again at the thick of things. An early one falls for Georgia Tech. It's 7 for 1. Oh, kept low that one. A rough first ball to get. Looked to be a harmless delivery, but then it pitches and it skids. Doesn't even bounce, rolls to the keeper. We saw a bit of invariable bounce yesterday, and it's the same pitch used as yesterday, so it might not be as much of a belter for batting as yesterday. Definitely something more for the bowlers on offer today. It's been rolled pretty nicely to keep it together today, but there might just be something more in it for the bowlers, and it might just hold up in the wicket a bit more. A successful over for Vunch. After one, Georgia Tech 7 for 1. This live broadcast of the Collegiate Cup, hosted by the Collegiate Cricket League, is made possible only by supporters of college cricket and viewers like you. Your contributions help bring the vision of college cricket to life by elevating student athletes and making live coverage, commentary, and new opportunities possible for the global cricket community. If you are enjoying this and would like to help us grow the game we love so much, please consider making a contribution at www.collegiatecricket.com. Again, that is www.collegiatecricket.com. Your contributions can help us bring out so much more college talent across the nation, like we're seeing here. And we have a fascinating game lined up to start off day 2 of the Collegiate Cup between George Washington University and Georgia Tech. Again, if you're just joining us, Georgia Tech winning the toss and choosing to bat first, but losing a wicket in the very first over. Currently 7 for 1, and Purav is sharing the new ball. Oh, guided to third man, but straight to the fielder. They pinch a quick single. Georgia Tech playing 3 yesterday, winning a brilliant game right here against ASU, but losing their other 2 games. George Washington University, on the other hand, playing 2, winning 1, and they lost their 1 game against ASU. So it's a very interesting match here. And you'd think Georgia Tech would need this win just that bit more, considering they've played an extra one and lost. But GWU would love a win here as well. It's promising to be a great game of cricket. Purav getting the ball to shape a bit here. That one swung back in considerably to the right-hander. Oh, pulled away just over mid-on. They come back for a couple. Outfield was really quick yesterday, but there was a bit of overnight rain, so might not be as fast as yesterday. But still, you get value for your shots. It's still a pretty good pitch to bat on. If you time it well, it should run. Cut away, straight to the fielder at point. A slight misfield allows them to get through for a single. It's been a good start though from the GWU bowlers. It is the batting power play, remember. So only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle for the first 3 overs. So this is the time where batters look to capitalize on the bowling and try and get over the infield to get off to a good start. But they've not given any loose deliveries as of yet. No boundaries in this innings so far. A good over from Purov as well. After 2, it's 14 for 1. And Bunch set to bowl out. Bowling his second over in the power play with the new ball here. Taking up the responsibility of bowling one of the toughest overs in the game, the last over of the power play. Oh, short down leg. But there's a fine leg in place. And he'll keep it to 1. The sliding down leg there, Vunch. He'd want to be closer to the stumps, around that off stump line. Try and seam it away, try and get the nick. The ball is moving a bit. Well, that's a good delivery, but I reckon sliding down leg, bringing it back into the right-hander again and look to be going on with the angle. They've run well between the wickets, though. They're sneaking singles on nearly every delivery. Cut away. That's a magnificent shot. And that races away the boundary. The first boundary of the innings for Georgia Tech. And it comes off the bat of Pritul. Short and wide. And he finds the gap between backward point and third to the boundary. It's a really well-timed shot. It shows you get value for your shots here. Just too much width there by Vunch. Brought the first 2 deliveries in. And this one looking to go away from the batter, but just starts off too wide, and that's easy pickings. Can he get closer to the stumps, Vunch? That's better, but a misfield. And that goes through the infield as well. And they'll stroll back for 2. So just giving a bit of room for the batters to work with. Going fuller on that occasion. And Pritul on the front foot, driving it. Well, that's much better, but it's been flicked away. Is this one running away as well? It is. A second boundary in the over for Pritul. And he's starting to look good. This one swinging back into the pads. Not a bad delivery, but just excellently played and finds the gap past fine leg to the boundary for the second one of the over. The last over of the power play, and Pritul is taking full advantage of it. "12 off the over already with a ball to go." This is Bunch's last ball in his spell. Oh, an excellent delivery. Pitching around that 4th, 5th stump line, jagging back in. Could have easily chopped it back onto the stumps. The batter, lucky there. But a good one for Georgia Tech. 12 off of that. At the end of the power play, they're 25 for 1. Purov to bowl that as well. Oh, it's up in the air. And it lands right in the middle of 3 fielders. Swinging in though, that was a good delivery. Batter, no control of that. But he gets away with it. That gets Prito back on strike. He's looked good so far. Oh, that's a wayward delivery. Wide outside off stump. It's an extra run for the batting side, and he's going to have to re-bowl that ball. Short pulled away. Long on in place though, and it'll go straight to him. A swing and a miss. It goes through the keeper for a bye. Don't think there was any bat on that. Oh, looking to swing it away from the right-hander. And just does a bit too much again. 30 for 1, 3.3. A solid start from Georgia Tech. Not as explosive a start as probably they would have liked, but they're in control so far, and they have the wickets in hand to try and make up for it in the back end, like they did against ASU. That's up in the air, and it's sliced over backward point, and it's running away to the boundary. Oh, an excellent stop from the fielder, though. Saves a run for his side there. Looked like it was going to go to the boundary, but a good stop in the deep. Every run matters in this format, and he saved one over there. Full toss. That's gone, it looks like. How far is that going? It's gone all the way for 6, has it? Yes, it has. The first maximum of the innings. It's a poor delivery, full toss, and no one back on the leg side. That's just a freebie for the batter. And it's been met with for the first 6 of the innings. Excellent shot that from Vidyut. His first boundary. And Georgia Tech motoring along now. They have a really good base to build off of. Last ball of the over. It's been an expensive one. Oh, driven on the up. Has not found the gap. No, a good stop from the fielder in the deep. And they'll settle for 2. A brilliant over for Georgia Tech, though. 16 off of it. At the end of 4, they're 41 for 1. 41 for 1 and 4. They're off to a pretty good start here, our Georgia Tech. And the captain, Virat, takes the ball now. Can he break this partnership? It's looking threatening. Both the batters are set now and looking good to go big in the next 6 overs. They need to break this partnership here, GWU, or they might be chasing a total well in excess of 100, which has proven to be tough on this pitch. Dragged down, batter missing out there though, was there to be put away, but couldn't find the gap. Cut away. Straight to the fielder in the deep though. Pulled away to the leg side. That's found the gap, and that's racing away for another boundary. Slightly dragged down in length again. It was a bit wide outside off stump. But Brito covers the line of it and finds the vacant spaces on the leg side. Only deep square leg back there, and he hit it fine behind square where there's no one there. Interesting to see no fine leg back there. Basically any sweep behind square is going to race away. So definitely the batter's probably going to look to target that gap. Virat has to keep it outside off stump, you reckon. Anything on the body, a fine sweep, anything behind square is going to the boundary. He goes for the reverse, but he misses it altogether. Third man point, cover all inside the circle, so he's looking to go over the infield there, but missing out. I think the conventional sweep should give him good rewards, though. Pulled away, into the leg side, there's a fielder, and he takes the catch on the boundary. Brilliant catch that from Vansh. It was looked to be in the gap, but Vansh makes good ground, and he takes a really good catch and makes it look simple as well. And Brito has to go after a breezy innings of 23. Georgia Tech now 47 for 2. New batter in is Parth Patel, the captain of Georgia Tech. He's one of their best batters, and he played such a crucial knock against the ASU Sun Devils yesterday in that stunning victory. And he's going to be relied upon in this game yet again to try and put the Georgia Tech side into a good position and post a good total on the board. They still have the better part of 5 overs left. They'd want to try and get at least 100 or 105 on the board to put scoreboard pressure on GWU from the get-go. It's captain v captain right now. Last ball of the 5th over. On a good delivery but punched well by Parth, and they come through for a quick single to get off the mark. Successful over from Virat, just 7 off of it and the wicket. After 5, Georgia Tech 48 for 2. .48 for 2 and 5. It's a very critical phase of the game. New batter out there. This phase can really determine how many runs they can score on the board. The next 2 to 3 overs are crucial. And Akshit into the attack. Full ball punched into the offside. It was brilliant for George Washington University in the Atlantic Championship. Picked up 10 wickets there. Was among the top wicket takers. And they'll rely on him to pick a couple here to try and really break the backbone of this Georgia Tech batting lineup. Was swept away. And with fine leg inside the circle, he just needed to get it past him. And it will race away to the boundary. 50 up for Georgia Tech with that shot from Vidyut. Full angling down leg. Saw that fine leg was inside the circle and just steered it past him. And he had no chance once it beat him. Vidyut moves to 20 with that shot. Started off a bit slow, but he's hitting his straps right now. How does the bowler respond now? He's been put under a bit of pressure with a boundary, but he's a wicket-taking bowler, so interesting to see where he pitches this one. Pitches it full, that's up in the air. Oh, they're coming back for 2. This is going to be a risky run with a good throw. Throw is a bit off, though. I think a better throw, it could have been a lot tighter. But in the end, all's good. I think he'd want to bring the length back slightly there. That one was in the slot. A full drag down the long on. Are they going to come back for 2? Yes, they are. Excellent running between the wickets again. The running has been brilliant from Georgia Tech all innings. They've been converting ones into 2s and have been stealing singles on a consistent basis. And that's why they're in a pretty good position, even though they've not got the boundaries as regularly as they would have wanted to. Oh, looking to repeat the sweep, but this time missing it altogether. But he was well outside off stump. So no leg before there. Yeah, clearly shifting outside off stump, and it hit him well outside the stumps. One ball to go in the over. Oh, looking to drive. Has he edged that? The keeper was certain, but umpire remains unmoved. There's a full ball around that wide line. Looking to drive was Parth, but missing it. I think just going over the bat. Ten runs off that over. At the end of 6, Georgia Tech 58 for 2. 58 for 2 and 6. And Harvinay, the new bowler, into the attack. Pulled away, in the air. And taken in the deep. And he's celebrating. Vanch has taken another really good catch. And that's the set batter, Vidyut, who has to walk back. And a wicket off his very first ball. Slightly dragged down in length, looking to pull, but not getting all of it. And a big, big wicket. Vidyut was looking dangerous, but he's gone for 24 right as he was looking to explode. A good knock nonetheless, though. Georgia Tech 58 for 3. 58 for 3, and Viraj, the new batter out there. It was these two that put up that partnership to take them to a good score against ASU. Can they do it again? Oh, that was a good delivery. On a good length, spinning back into middle. A leading edge. Testing times here for the Georgia Tech batters. It's not going to be easy. It'll be interesting to see if they look to consolidate for a few deliveries or if they just go for it. Oh, again, uppish but safe. Hit him high on the bat there. Maybe just holding in the surface a bit after pitching. And hence the ball ballooning up. This is a really good start to the over, though, from Harvinay. Parth on strike now. Short ball into the gap. There's a fielder at deep cover, but this one's going away. And it goes to the boundary. Excellently placed shot from Parth. Slightly short, slightly wide. And that's enough for the player of the quality of Parth to just place it into the gap. Fielder trying his best, but not quite able to get there. And a much needed boundary, his first. It's just a quality shot, not looking to overhit it, just punching it into the gap and letting the outfield do the rest. Oh, and a similar shot This time, a misfield, and it's the same result. Back-to-back boundaries. Don't think he put this one in the gap like he did the previous one, but the fielder can't quite gather it. Should have been stopped. Should have been no runs actually, but some poor fielding there. And Parth is up and running. Again, just too short and too wide, giving too much width. And that's just too easy. Oh, this time driven through the covers. The fielder was pushed towards that cover point region in response to the two cut shots. And this time he goes to where the fielder was before and gets two. This is outstanding batting from Parth, reading the field beautifully and picking out his gaps. An excellent recovery after the wicket in this over to get 11 off of it. After 7, Georgia Tech 69 for 3. .69 for 3 and 7, and the captain Virat to bowl his second. A critical over in the context of the game. Oh, punched into the offside. That's a beautiful shot. Outstanding shot that. Splits the deep cover and long off fielder. Like bisects them to perfection. Just times it beautifully and it races to the fence. Outstanding shot from Viraj. Both these batters just relying on their timing, and it's working to their success. We've seen batters who have not looked to overhit the ball, but just time it succeed on this pitch all of yesterday, and we're seeing it today again. It's important to hold your shape and hit through the line and just rely on timing when batting, and that's what these two are showing at the moment. Good recovery after the wicket in the previous over. A punch to long off for a single. Might have kept a tad low, that one. Parth back on strike now. Short, pulled away. Straight to deep mid-wicket though. Again, might have kept slightly low, that one. Certainly, this pitch is not the most consistent bounce. You can attribute it to a lot of games being played on it. Might have slowed up a touch. But it's still a pretty good one to bat on. Punch down the ground again for another single. These two have been good for Georgia Tech. And with 14 deliveries left, how many can they get? They have to maximize every delivery from here on out. Try and push as close to that 110 mark as possible, I reckon. I feel like they'll have around 105 or 110 as a target in their mind. Tossed up, swept away, and that's gone way over the boundary, all the way for 6. What a shot from Parth. Tossed up from Virat. And Parth pulls out the slog sweep and absolutely crunches it way over the boundary. Talk about 110, they might be getting there, maybe even more if this guy is out there for a bit longer. What a talent Parth is, and he's batting brilliantly well. "19 from just 8, the impetus that Georgia Tech exactly would have wanted right now. He's providing it. He's playing another captain's knock here. Where does Virat go? Does he look to fire it in? Pull his length back a bit. Oh, short and wide, cut away, into the gap on the offside this time. It's not going to quite run away to the boundary, but they'll come back for 3. Excellent running between the wickets yet again. This is brilliant batting from Parth. Knew the bowler would probably pull his length back a bit, and he was waiting on the back foot to pounce on that. He keeps strike for the start of the penultimate over as well. Massive over, 16 off of it. Georgia Tech, 85 for 3 and 8. Looking in really good shape to post an imposing total on the board. "85 for 3 and 8. Prithvi, the new bowler, into the attack. Punched into the offside, and Parth is off strike, which is probably better for George Washington University. But Viraj is no muck with the bat either. He's shown he can hit the long ball too. It's a very challenging ask for Prithvi here, bowling the penultimate over as a spinner. How does he approach this? A full, lofted. There's a fielder. And it's a brilliant catch out there in the deep. Looked like he overran it for a second. Decided to just stay back and stop the boundary, but maybe would have been worth it to try and dive and go for the catch to remove such a dangerous batter. Full ball near that wide line. Devam looking to make room and squirt it through the offside where everyone's in the ring, but missing it altogether. A wicket, but an expensive over. 11 off it so far. A swing and a miss. Ooh, inside edge, and it could have easily rolled back onto the stumps. So good end to the over from Prithvi, but still 11 off of it. At the end of 9, Georgia Tech 96 for 4. .96 for 4 and 9. Last over coming up. Akshit, probably the pick of the bowlers for George Washington University. Oh, that's a great shot. What a hit from Parth. That's punched into the offside. Are they going to come back for 2? Yes, they will. Good running between the wickets. Every run matters here, especially as we go to the back end of the innings. And they've been really good, Georgia Tech. Once again, didn't get off to a rocketing start, but they've capitalized with wickets in hand in the back 5 overs to get to what looks like a really good total. Can they end with a flourish, though? Last ball of the over. 16 off it already. Varadraj, can he find the boundary to finish the innings? A full toss, slapped into the leg side, and that does indeed race away to the boundary. What a finish to the innings for Georgia Tech. 20 runs coming off that last over. And at the end of their 10 overs, Georgia Tech end with a really, really imposing 116 runs on the board. It looked like GWU had Georgia Tech restricted for a good part of that innings, but a stunning innings from the captain Parth Patel, 42 from just 16 balls, has powered Georgia Tech to 116. Excellent all-round batting effort. Vidyut getting 24, Pritul getting 23 to set the foundation, and Parth coming out there towards the back end of the innings and absolutely taking the bowlers apart. As far as the bowlers were concerned, Vansh was good. Akshat was slightly on the expensive side today. And Georgia Tech have scored 116. George Washington University will need 117 runs in their 10 overs to try and win their second game of the Collegiate Cup. It's going to be tough, but they definitely have the batters to be able to do it. We have a cracking next 10 overs coming up here in the first game of the second day of the Collegiate Cup. Will they do it? We'll find out very shortly. Stay tuned. We're back for the chase. First ball of the chase coming up. George Washington University versus Georgia Tech. Oh, an action straight away. Good movement for the bowler. Pitching it around that fifth stump line, swinging away. The batter looking for a big heave but missing it. If you're just joining us, George Washington University need 117 runs to win in their 10 overs. Promises to be a cracking chase this. Might think this total is maybe a few runs above par based on what we saw yesterday. But a good start and that becomes negligible. And George Washington University definitely have the batters to be able to do it. Atindra has been good though for Georgia Tech. Oh, and a good delivery. Interesting to see how they approach this. Remember, the first 3 overs are the batting power play. Only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle allowed. Atindra running in again. Flicked away, but straight to short mid-wicket. Atindra has been one of their best bowlers. He's played for the USA Under-19 team in the past as well, so very experienced player indeed. Oh, slides down leg there. He'd want to stay on that 4th stump line on a good length. Maybe nip it away, try and get that outside edge. Just pushing it through with the angle down leg on that occasion. Oh, so close to that under edge, passing under the bat, that one. I think the batter expected it to bounce a bit higher, but might have kept a shade low. But a good start from Atindra this. He's been economical for his side. And he's bowled a really good first over up till this point. Can he cap it off with a wicket? That swung away. But there is a fielder deep out there. The batter slips, looking to try and come back for 2, but there was only 1 there, I reckon. A great first over for Georgia Tech, though, just 4 off of it. George Washington University, 4 for no loss in 1. It's a pretty overcast day here in Broward County, Florida. So we have to see the lights taking effect pretty early in the morning. It looks like proper English conditions here in Florida. And hopefully we see no rain and some great games of cricket. Devam, the new bowler, into the attack. That's punched straight to mid-off. And it'll just be 1 run again. Right, a very, very quiet start for GWU so far. Surely something has to give here. Especially with the spinner bowling. The 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Long off and deep mid-wicket back. Everyone behind square inside the circle. Surely the sweep is an option he could employ here. And that's what he goes for, but he's struck in line as he might have been sliding down leg. It was really tight, that one. Maybe an inside edge on it too. I think the umpire gave that runs. He's going for that sweep shot, seeing no one behind square, outside the circle. Just missing it out together. The intention was right, just couldn't execute it. Right-hander playing the right arm off spin. This is his matchup to take on. Oh, but he's been stumped. Looks to take it on, but cleverly pulls back the length as Devam. The batter nowhere near the pitch of the ball and missing it altogether. The keeper takes care of the rest. And GWU lose their first. And it's Aryan who has to walk back for 2. He struggled on this pitch yesterday against ASU as well, and unfortunately can't quite make an impact in this chase either. GW in a bit of trouble early on at 6 for 1. If you're enjoying today's match, consider supporting the Collegiate Cricket League. Your donations help cover streaming, production, facilities, and student media opportunities that make this coverage possible. We are so grateful to our sponsors and would really appreciate your support to help us grow. If you'd love to support us and see much more cricketing talent on the college circuit around the United States of America, please check out www.collegiatecricket.com to donate today. Again, that is www.collegiatecricket.com. Your contributions can make a big impact in the growth of college cricket and in finding so much more talents like the ones we're seeing today. We saw this tremendous knock from Parth, and we've seen some outstanding bowling performances and batting performances throughout the Collegiate Cup and the regionals. If you'd like to see a lot more of those, please support us by donating at www.collegiatecricket.com. Ritik, the new batter, in. A lot of pressure here. And he goes for it, ball 1. Is that a 6 off his very first ball? It is. Straight as an arrow down the ground. And he starts off with a maximum. Full ball in the slot. And he doesn't need any siders. Mid-off was up inside the circle. Beg your pardon, mid-on. And he decided to target that. A safe shot. And he goes all the way. Oh, and he goes for it again, but cleaned up on this occasion. What a comeback from Devam. Gets it for 6, but then gets the batter the next delivery. I think just pull the length back a fraction there, and that was enough. And Ritik on this occasion looking to go for a cross-bat shot, the sweep, rather than going straight down the ground like he did in the first ball. And that proves to be his undoing. Ritik has been one of George Washington University's most reliable batters, and he's gone for just 6 off 2. And now they're in a lot of trouble here, GWU, at 12 for 2 and 2. But that wicket brings probably the man needed for this crisis, Vansh Kumar, out to the middle. He's been the most reliable player on the George Washington University's team. And he's going to have to play a very special innings for them to be able to track this total down. Georgia Tech all over this game at the moment. But if there's anyone who can turn it around, it's the man on your screen. He's been terrific for his side. And he's going to have to play an innings of note here if he wants them to get over the line. It's a very, very interesting passenger play coming up, though. He joins his captain out there in the middle. And the last over, the power play, has arrived upon us as well. I don't know if they can take any risks right now and be willing to lose another wicket. That would really set them back even further. How do they approach this? Short and wide. Oh, misses out there. That was there to be hit. A poor delivery from Parth to start, but batter unable to capitalize. There's 5 deliveries left in the power play. Do they just look to play this over out to try and keep wickets in hand, or do they attack? I think you have to go after the bowling in this last over with only 2 fielders back. Virat takes the safer option on that occasion, though. I think he wants to bat out there for as long as possible. Just keep his side in it. And then maybe try and hit as many as they can in the last few overs. Right, you have to think the game probably lies in Vanch's hands. He has to bat for a majority of these innings if they want to get close to this total. But Parth has been good with the ball as well for Georgia Tech, so it's not going to be easy to try and take runs off of him. Long on and deep mid-wicket. 2 fielders back on the leg side. Oh, and fires it in. Down the leg for wide. Vanch has been really strong on the leg side, so it's a good field setup to put your long on and deep mid-wicket. That's been the hot spots where he's loved to hit it. The offside is completely free, though, beyond the 30-yard circle. Well, that's a good delivery, stump to stump line. And a good length as well. He needs to make sure he gives no width to the batter, especially with no protection back on the offside. Another good delivery around that 4th, 5th stump. Oh, where's he going? There was no run there. Where was he going? Thankfully for them, there's no run out there, but could have easily been one with a bit more confusion. Pressure clearly telling here. There's 2 deliveries left in the power play now. Short ball, looking to pull but missing it altogether. I think he was trying to access that gap between cow corner and long on, but just not getting any bat on that. It's been a terrific over from Parth so far. Just 2 runs off of it. Can he end it well? Yes, he can. Just no timing whatsoever. Too early through his shot yet again, Vanch. I think he's not quite got used to the pace of the pitch yet. Just going through early with his shot. An outstanding over, though, from the captain. Just 3 runs off of it. George Washington University at the end of the power play are in shambles at 15 for 2. They need 102 in the next 7 overs at over 14 and over. Right, Om, the new bowler. He was the game changer with the ball against ASU. Now here he is against Vanch. Oh, that one might have kept low. Hitting the bottom of the bat. A really good start from Om. Attacking that stump to stump line. And especially when you have the bounce being a bit variable, you attack that stump to stump line and you always keep yourself in the game. This is the contest I'm looking forward to. Om versus Vanch could decide how the game turns out. Oh, it just slides down leg and easy call for the umpire to give that wide. Oh, that's pulled away. And fine leg was inside the circle. So you can't be bowling down the leg like that. It's just an easy pickup shot for someone of the quality of Vansh. Too short into the body, down leg, and just easily picked up to the boundary. And that's Vansh's first. Does that get him going? It's beautiful conditions to play cricket here. Nice outfield, excellent pitch. It's a cloudy atmosphere, but as long as it doesn't rain, it looks beautiful to play in. Om running in again. Oh, inside edge. Could have easily chopped that back onto the stumps. But sometimes it's just your day where things go your way. Is it going to be Vansh's day here? That brings the left-hander on strike, and Om coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Oh, sliding down leg again, just needs to control his line a bit. He's just been too leg side-ish up till this point. He'd want to correct that line. They're in a great position right now, Georgia Tech. They'd not want to step off the gas. They'd want to keep going here. Oh, that's flicked away. Is that in the gap? Not quite. But enough vacant spaces that they can come back for a couple. So Virat, he's played 6 deliveries for the 4. He needs to get a move on here. You don't have time in this format to try and get set and then go. You just have to go after seeing a couple of deliveries at best. He's been out there for 6 balls. He has to take the mantle upon scoring pretty quickly from here on out. Oh, straight down the ground. Not sure if he got a whole lot on that though. Last ball of the over. 25 for 2. Vansh on strike. Can he find the boundary? Oh, slapped into the offside. That's in the air. But it lands well short of the fielder as they come through for a single. It's a good over for George Washington University, but they need a lot more of those. After 4, it's 26 for 2. 26 for 2 and 4. And Nishant, the new bowler, into the attack. This is the key wicket, Vansh right here. Right, they're going to need boundaries at a consistent level here. The required rate's gone above 17. Oh, slower, tossed up, and once again, there's no power behind that shot. Virat's played 13 balls for 10. Vanch has played 10 balls for 8. None of them have got used to the conditions. And although this partnership has stabilized things somewhat, the required rate has just climbed up to 18. Devam's been good. Oh, swung into the offside. There's long off. And it on the bounce to him. So Vanch survives. But Devam picked up 2 wickets in his first over to really rock GWU back. And they've really not been able to overcome that since then. Both these batters have struggled with the pace of this pitch. Oh, steps out. Was that an under edge? He just got an under edge to save him. But it's been another good over from Devam so far. And this time, he goes straight through the gates and knocks middle stump over. And Virat's struggle comes to an end. And Devam has a 3rd wicket. What a spell of bowling this has been. He's just given GWU no chance in this chase. And just knocks middle stump out the ground. Devam with a 3-for, and the captain of GWU walks back with their hopes slowly but surely diminishing. It's 34 for 3. Well, that's a no ball. I think front foot. Akshit, the new batter, in, and he gets a free hit very early in. A lucky break for GW potentially. Can he capitalize on the free hit? He absolutely needs to if they're to have any chance. Needs to find the maximum here to give some hope. Free hit. Nope. It's inside edge and it goes straight to shore fine, and it's another dot. What a spell from Devam. 3 for 13 in 2 overs. It's pretty much taken this game away from George Washington University. After 6, GW 34 for 3. Beg your pardon, 35 for 3. They need 82 from 4 overs. It's looking highly, highly unlikely at this stage. 35 for 3 and 6. Vunch on strike. If they have to have any chance, he has to strike it from here on out. Ooh, and a close delivery, that one. Too close to cut there. And overthrows, they come back for 2. That one looked like the arm ball sliding in with the arm. And Vunch just about gets his bat down to it. Would have been plumb in front if he didn't get his bat down in time. Arnish, the new bowler. Surely Vunch looks to take him on. It's 80 to win in 23. They have to have every over go big. A full toss swung away. Is that the start of it? The first maximum for Vunch. And we need to see a lot more from a George Washington University standpoint. A poor delivery from Arnish, and Vunch capitalizes on it. A full toss just basically takes the pitch out of the equation, and that's just a proper swing from Vunch. Does that give him the confidence? Can he get going from this? 74 and 22. He has it in him to do it, but can he do it here? Oh, looks to pull, but might have kept slightly low, and no timing on that. Let's look at that one. It was slightly short. Think might have kept a touch low. Definitely this pitch is not the most straightforward to bat on. This time Fuller driven. And it's taken by the fielder, I think. Yes. That's the end of Vunch. Arnish getting the massive wicket and a good catch from the fielder at short extra cover. Parth taking a good one. And that's Vunch who has to depart. And that might be the match as well. Vunch gone for 17. George Washington University now 43 for 4. It's looking really bleak for them. New batter in. It's Purav. 2 balls to go in the 7th. Oh, looks to cut. I think that one died as well. Stayed low. This pitch is certainly doing some tricks. It's good to see some assistance for the bowlers though. This one defended and a quick single directed. Is he gone? No, he's safe, and they get a run off the ricochet as well. Good fielding there. The batter made his ground though. A successful over for Georgia Tech nonetheless. And at the end of 7, it's 45 for 4. They need 72 and 18 balls. It's just been a thorough performance from Georgia Tech so far. Both the games they've played at this Broward County Cricket Stadium, they've been exceptional. Putting a good amount of runs on the board and defending it excellently well. This one not over yet, but with all things taken into consideration, it's really looking like Georgia Tech are going to get their second win of the tournament. As far as GWU are concerned, they feel they just let a few go too many in the back half of that bowling innings, and they've just not come to the party with the bat. Viraj, the new bowler, into the attack. 72 to win. Tossed up, swung into the leg side, but they're just finding the fielders every ball at the moment. The gaps seem to be non-existent. It's just been terrific bowling and good fielding as well. We've not had too many missed fields or drop catches. And that's the sign of a really good side. Oh, swung straight down the ground. That one's been struck cleanly, and that's gone way, way back for 6 to bring up the 50 for GWU. Slightly shorter in length. And Purav gets all of it on it and crunches it. Many more of those needed for them to be able to make a game out of this. But that's the starting point. 50 up for GWU. 65 now to win in 16. We need to see a lot more of those deliveries disappear. Right, can Purav go again? Oh, looks to go, but this time just an edge through the third man for a single. Never easy when you're trying to hit every ball out the ground. Again, they sneak through for a quick single, but these singles are not going to bother Georgia Tech one bit. The required rate is close to 30 now. Unfortunately, GWU have just never been in this chase. Oh, looks to go for a big heave and just misses it altogether, losing his shape, and he's been stumped. Good work from the keeper to affect the stumping. And Viraj joins the party and gets his first wicket as well. It's a good stumping from the keeper. The umpire says he was out of his crease. And Purav has to walk back for 9. And things just going south for GWU. It's 54 for 5. Right, Karan, the new batter in, last ball of the 8th. This has been a very good bowling performance from Georgia Tech. They've been very professional about it. And another heave-ho and another miss. A good over from Viraj, 8 off it, but the wicket. 54 for 5 and 8. They need 63 in 2 overs. Nearly impossible here. Georgia Tech looking pretty much like they've sealed their second victory. It's 54 for 5 and 8. 62 to win in 11. And it looks like another one's fallen, another stumping, and a second wicket for Arnesh. Tossed up, turning away from the right-hander. The batter just out of his ground, and another good stumping from the keeper. It's been some good glove work behind the stumps. And a second stumping. 2 for Arnesh, and GW now 55 for 6. Just 10 balls to go in this game. It's been a pretty dominant performance from Georgia Tech. They've just bossed it. Ever since they won the toss and chose to bat first, they've just been very, very good. Put up a good score at the bat. They've not even given GW a chance with the ball. It's been a brilliant performance overall. They're showing that when they get it right, they can be a really, really consistent and dangerous side. This one slammed down the ground towards long off for a single. The boundaries have just been not found at all for the batters. Just a 1, 4, and 3 sixes in this innings. 4 boundaries in a 10-over innings. Simply superb bowling. Shows the quality of the bowling on offer. Oh, could have easily chopped that one on. But he stays in. And just goes to show the quality of Parth's innings. 42 from just 16. Coming out there when the run rate wasn't all that high. But hitting 5 fours and 2 sixes in a stunning attacking knock to put his side in a position of strength. That innings has to be the game changer, you'd think. That's the end of the over. 9 gone. GW 57 for 6. Last over of the game. It's a mere formality right now. That's not got enough on it either. It goes on a couple of bounces to long on. It's been terrific from Georgia Tech. They'd want to win this with as big a margin as possible for their net run rate, which could be so crucial towards the back end of the tournament. They'd not want to give up any free runs here in this last over. They'd want to win by as big a margin. And that's exactly what they're doing. There's just been way too many dot balls from a GWU perspective. They've played nearly half their deliveries have been dots. And that's just unacceptable when you're chasing such a big total. You have to be able to rotate strike. Oh, and a wide. Saw the batter trying to come out and pushed it wide. Smart bowling. The batter coming back in the crease. Going back to my point on dot balls, Georgia Tech have played 10 fewer dot balls, make that 11 now, than GW, and that makes a difference. When you can convert good deliveries into runs, that's when you can put up really imposing totals on the board. That's what Georgia Tech did, and unfortunately GW have just not been able to do that, and they're not able to find the boundary as well. And now that is driving them to their second loss of this tournament. It's been clinical from Georgia Tech. GW have to go back and see where they went wrong. Perhaps give a few up with the ball towards the back end of that innings. And with the bat, just not enough intent shown. Not able to get in terms with the conditions or the pitch. And just not able to rotate strike on a consistent basis. Stuff to work on for them for sure. But Georgia Tech will feel chuffed with this performance. And there, is that another wicket? Yes, it is. Another stumping. A third one for the keeper. This is excellent glove work behind the stumps. And Viraj has a second wicket as well. Looking to step out and smack it. Not getting to the pitch of the ball. And a simple stumping. It's a good day behind the stumps for the keeper, Caleb. And there's 7 down now, GW, for 59, with just a ball to go in the match. It's overcast conditions, lights in full effect. It's a beautiful stadium to be playing cricket at. And it's such a wonderful opportunity for these college cricket talents to be able to play at such a wonderful cricket stadium with such great facilities and conditions. And that's what the Collegiate Cup is providing all these college players. And the games have been entertaining, so much talent on show, great batting, great bowling, great fielding, and the pitch has lived up to it as well and had something for the bowlers and the batters. And that's short, and it goes to the boundary to finish. But it's the bowling side who will be celebrating after that. A thumping victory for Georgia Tech over George Washington University. They beat GW by 53 runs to get their second win of the competition. They first beat ASU on this exact same pitch yesterday, and today they've given us an even more convincing performance against a strong George Washington University side. They win by 53 runs. And they get their second win of the tournament. Parth was the star with the bat, scoring 42 from just 16, powering his side to 116 on the board. And all the bowlers performed extremely well. Devam rattled them early with a 3-for, and Arnesh and Viraj taking 2 each. And the game pretty much was wrapped up in the first few overs itself. Georgia Tech winning by 53 runs and getting their second victory of the tournament. If you like this match, consider supporting the Collegiate Cricket League. Your donations help cover streaming, production, facilities, and student media opportunities that make this wonderful coverage possible. We are so grateful to our sponsors and would appreciate your support to help us grow. If you'd love to see games like this and promote college cricket around the United States, please check out www.collegiatecricket.com. Again, that is www.collegiatecricket.com to donate today. Your contributions will make such a big impact on helping so many more cricketers at the college level come out, showcase their skills, and try and go to the next level. So please support us at www.collegiatecricket.com. We'll be back with the next game very shortly. Stay tuned.